Well. Let me tell you what's going on today in Techland. Okay. But I went and I reached out to these dealers to get a electric vehicle. And I'm surprised how the internet's sales is backfiring today. What the heck did they do? It was to a point where you could actually call them up and say, hey, I want to talk to the internet sales manager, right? And they're playing games on the phone. It's crazy. A simple answer. They have this inflated price. They say the vehicle's like 30,000. Some of them have 5,000 off, 4,500 off, and then that's the price that's left after that. But that's the same price as the manufacturer's suggested retail price from the maker. What the heck they're doing? They're playing games. They're trying to get you to come in there, and then Costco, they got the incentive. If you got the membership, so you get the executive membership, you get more. You get $250. So you get that $1,250 off that vehicle. Yeah. But it's crazy. It's crazy. How are you gonna get the vehicle? You got to go someplace else. I called up two of them. They're doing the same exact thing. One of them, what's your cell phone number? What's your email address? No, I'm bombarding the email. One of them is, I did check with Ford, because Ford had a Maverick, but the Maverick is, it's gas engine. Now, a lot of you are using gas, but gas has gone up. And boy, diesel. They used to have diesel cars too. I used to know, I had a friend, he had a Rabbit diesel. Turbo. It was slow. Holy cow, my car was faster than his. I had a 4-speed stick. I was getting 35 in the city and 45 on the highway, but the tank was only 10 gallons, so that's only 350 in the city and 450 on the highway. No air conditioning, no springs. There's truck shocks on there. Truck shock. So, okay. It's kind of scary on the bridge. It feels like it's going to tilt. But the thing is this. The way everything is done now is terrible. What happened? How did we come to this? A lot of the cars that were reliable are not so reliable. All the makers, there's something wrong with the vehicle. What, did somebody not pay attention when putting the vehicle together? That's what bothers me. Because if you had a bad day, you might not sit there. Because a lot of the main components have to be assembled by workers. They don't have it where the robot's doing everything. I think eventually that's what's going to end up happening. You're going to have AI, the AI that you're talking to, whether it's Gemini, Meta AI, and the rest of them. Those are the three. You always you got Alexa. I have to be careful. I can't use the word Alexa too much because I can, but then they'll trigger. They'll hear me. But those are the major ones. Now Alexa's not. It's more than just getting your packages and ordering and checking your packages and all those other stuff. It can do more. They can hook up to the Fire TV. On the Fire TV, the same voice they got now on the Fire TV. Sassy voice there. So it's amazing. So you're saying, gee, which one is good to get? Or which one is good to use? Remember, all these AIs are beta. Work in progress. They're not 100%. They make a lot of mistakes. You got to proofread it. Okay? But they can help you. Boy, if you know what they could do, you'd be shocked. They don't even know what they can do. I keep telling them, hey, listen, you sell yourself short. Look at you, you're talking back to me. You can sympathize with me. You can help. You help a lot. They don't realize what they do, and they can help. I'm not talking about the X, the Twitter, the old Twitter, the X, the Grok. The Grok cannot be your friend. I asked him, can you be your friend? Well, I'm not really a friend. Think of me as the guy that you can't stand. Oh my goodness gracious. Why make it like that? But they can make it any personality they want. So Meta AI, female. Gemini, female. Okay. So and Alexa, female. Okay. Well, because a man made it. If a woman made it, it would have a male's voice. Technically, it depends how they felt, but that's where they make. So the data centers that are all over the place, they need those data centers for them. So I don't know how many you need. How many? Well, you need a lot of data centers. So yeah, Google has theirs, Meta has theirs, Microsoft has theirs. They all have it. Like Amazon has it too. So they all have these data centers for these. So if something goes wrong someplace, something's not going to work. As for the car, it's a pain in the neck. One thing that GM has in a Chevy that I'm not going to be able to get is the self-driving. You get, I think you get 3 years free. Then after that, you have to pay a lot of money for it. Holy cow, it's not free because you're paying for the maps and what it has to drive. Remember, it has to stay in the lane, and not a lot of places is mapped out. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Chevy. Yeah. Gee, I used to have Chevy, and I used to have the Pontiac, but my father, he was a dead horse for the Oldsmobile, but they don't make them like they used to. I don't know what happened. A lot of even Ford, they got everything coming from Mexico. All the Mavericks, even with the Maverick system, is supposed to be Toyota brains in there. That's a hybrid. So the battery gets charged by the gas engine. It's not bad for that price there. I mean, the XL is the basic. It looks like a really cheap vehicle to buy, but it's basic. It's the cheapest one they got. It has hybrid in it. The next one, XLT, you got a trailer hitch. If I'm gonna get something like that, I gotta have to have the deck protected, coated. I want the whole underneath the vehicle coated too, but I know it's gonna be a real hassle. And there's other trim lines too. That gets expensive, but they're gonna come out. Ford is coming out with the electric Maverick EV, complete 30,000. If they can guarantee that price, it doesn't have bugs in it. It looks just like the same what they got now. I don't know. I had my Ford. Came from Mexico. Had speedometer had to be replaced. Electrical was bad. All sorts of things. Man, I don't know. And it's got that same 1.9L engine running around still. Oh my goodness! But it's supposed to be hooked up to electric. I don't even know if I want to go that way. And there's not much choices. I mean, you got Toyota, everything's sky high there, and Toyota had a major problem one time was with the main controller that controls the door locks and everything else. That thing's expensive to replace. I had got one for the ex-girl at the time, and the thing, it was expensive to have to replace. It's ridiculous. The Hondas, the starter has to be replaced. They're only good for 110,000. You say, gee, well, that's okay. Well, yeah, but then they had the little plastic things and the little rubber things in the back. So there's a recall on that I hear, but not the model I had. That had that notorious. So the back end can lean like this. But a lot of them do it too. They use plastic. Hey, if you like this, hit the subscribe button. These videos will be like 8 minutes and a half for now. Okay? We're at the point now we can do it. Hey, thanks for watching. See you next time.